I went through the CDC data because I kept hearing about new infections, but I was like, well, why aren't they talking about deaths? Oh, because the number is almost nothing.
Why not name the vaccine the Trump? Make it like, have you gotten your Trump yet?
Lockdowns and mandatory mask mandates are probably slowing the onset of herd immunity.
If somebody deliberately, it's just real, but it's somebody deliberately spreading some things here. This does not make sense at all to me.
Okay. The fact of the matter is, we have people dying. 45,000 people a year die from automobile accidents. 480,000 from cigarettes, 360,000 a year from swimming pools, but we don't shut the country down for that.
The pandemic is not spiraling out of control as they projected nightly.
You can take your mask mandate and shove it right up your ass.
Now we're reading stuff about how you can damage yourself by wearing a mask because then you're breathing back, potentially microbes.
This is why he won't wear a mask. He doesn't want to look funny.
The thing in New York was you have very low-income people in very tight quarters that are touching a lot of handles and doorknobs.
That's what a super spreader event looks like. You know it as Fox News, and their viewers can't get enough. Some even watch it from their hospital beds as they die from COVID.
The situation is getting better, not worse.
Look, 40 million people watch these shows, and only these shows, and follow their edicts about no masks, no distancing, hydroxychloroquine, and other utterly insane shit.
I've read a lot about hydroxy.
Then Trump repeats Fox, and Fox repeats Trump.
It's a hoax.
And then people like South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem opens up the state, and in 2 weeks becomes the country's leading per capita infection and death capital.
This is how we do social distancing in our state.
In March, we had a few hundred dead and a chance to stop COVID.
Now, the virus that we're talking about having to do, a lot of people think that goes away in April.
But Hannity, Carlson, and Ingram continued their circle jerk of lies and deception.
The virus isn't that deadly.
Now we have hundreds of thousands dead and the prospect of hundreds of thousands more.
This morning, as healthcare workers await relief, there's despair and fear about the difficult days to come.
And while the network has recently been attacked by Trump, Hannity, Carlson, and Ingram continue their support of Trump and COVID lies.
You can damage yourself by wearing a mask.
When people on television you trust tell you something is safe and scientists tell you it isn't, and then your TV friends call the scientists liars, people die.
Relax. We're doing great. It all will pass.
That's because Fox and Trump have attacked science from day one, instead supporting conspiracies and unproven treatments when a simple mask and 10 feet of distance would have saved lives, hundreds of thousands of lives.
Anybody that needs a test gets a test.
I'll say this about the racist, un-American Fox News network. They've never tried to mask their true identity.
They're politicizing. Would you shut up?
And do something crazy to it?
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
Oops. Winning.
Yes!